Welcome to Goosebumps. Hey guys, welcome back to two more exciting chapters, chapter 27 and 28 of R.L. Stine's Slappy Birthday to You. Now remember, as always, pay close attention because you got to answer two questions. That's it, two questions with complete sentences and fill in the blank on a paragraph. Let's get started with chapters 27 and 28. Miss Harding swept past the two boys in the doorway and burst into the room. What on earth are you talking about? She was short and very thin and wore a long white sweatshirt over maroon sweatpants. She had been sick for a while, and her now baggy clothes hung loosely on her. Her blonde hair had streaks of gray in it, which the boys hadn't noticed before. She squinted from Johnny to Vinny. Slappy? Here? What are you so worked up about? She gazed down and saw the dummy folded up in a heap, face down on the floor beside the bed. He's alive, Vinny stammered, pointing down at the dummy with a trembling finger. He's crazy, Mom. Miss Harding walked over to the dummy. Are you sure he's the one that's crazy? She said. It's just a dummy, guys. She poked it gently with the toe of her sneaker. Slappy's chest hit the floor. He lay limply, arms beneath him, eyes shut tight. She turned back to Johnny and Vinny. Are you playing some kind of joke? You don't really expect me to think that this dummy is alive, do you? Have you two been seeing too many horror movies? I'll take your Netflix. I mean it. Mom, please, begged Johnny. What's it doing here? She demanded. Did Ian loan it to you? Never mind, Vinny said. We're not joking, Mom. This dummy is evil. We said some secret words and it came to life. We thought it was a joke, but their mom poked the dummy gently with her toe again. Its arms flopped up and down. The head bounced on the floor. The eyes didn't open. The dummy didn't move. I don't get the joke, Miss Harding said. Could you explain to me what's funny here? It's not funny, Vinny said. It's real. We're not lying. The dummy is alive, Johnny added. I swear. Their mother let out a long whoosh of air. I have a lot to do this morning. I don't have time for this silliness. Vinny darted forward and picked the dummy up off the floor. Holding it around the waist, he started to shake it. Move, Slappy, he shouted. Go ahead, move. Talk, go ahead, move. The dummy bounced limply in Vinny's hands. The head slumped forward, then back. The arms hung lifelessly at its sides. I don't know what your problem is, Miss Harding said, frowning. But that dummy is definitely not alive. It's a few pieces of painted wood attached to a suit and tie. Dummies don't come to life, no matter how many magic words you say. She turned and started towards the door. Did you boys have nightmares or something last night? Vinny stood with the dummy still hanging limply between his hands. Mom, listen to us. No, I won't listen to any more, she replied. She stopped at the bedroom door. Take that thing back to Ian right now. It's Ian's birthday gift. I'm not even going to ask you how it got here. I hope Ian loaned it to you too for a while. But now I want you to return it. Go ahead. Put on your shoes and carry it back to Ian's house. She stepped out of the room, closing the bedroom door behind her. As soon as she was down the hall, Slappy raised his head. He blinked his eyes. His red-lipped grin appeared to grow wider. Mom knows best, boys, he said. Chapter 28. A few minutes later, Johnny and Vinny left the house through the kitchen door. Vinny had the dummy slung over his shoulder. As he walked across the grass, Slappy's head banged against his back. Stop bouncing me so hard, the dummy rasped. I can bite you, no. The morning sun was still red and low in the sky. The grass was still wet from the early morning dew. They cut through the neighbor's yard and crossed the street. Ian is going to be surprised, Johnny murmured. Ian is surprised that he has 10 fingers, Slappy chimed in. That made the two boys laugh. I like it when you pick on Ian instead of us, Vinny said. You two are beneath me, Slappy said. You're a waste of my time. You're so dumb. You both stay up all night studying how to pick your nose. Give us a break, Vinny muttered. They darted low behind a tall hedge and made their way along the narrow alley. Johnny, Slappy said, do you know what you get when you put your brain into a dog's head? A really stupid dog. Not funny, Johnny said. Not as funny as your face, Slappy replied. Is your face hurting you? No, Johnny said. Well, it's killing me. They followed the alley to the end of the block. Hanging over Vinny's shoulder, Slappy's head bounced heavily against Vinny's back. Vinny held on to the dummy's legs with both hands. Suddenly, the dummy pulled back one heavy shoe and kicked Vinny hard in the stomach. Oh! Vinny groaned and doubled over. Hey, what was that for? He demanded. For fun, Slappy replied. I like to get my kicks. Slappy turned to Johnny. Try to keep up. Do you take stumbling lessons after school? Johnny mumbled something under his breath. Know what would help you be smarter? Slappy asked him. No, said Johnny. I don't know either. Vinny turned to his brother. I wish we'd never kidnapped this jerk. They started to walk again. They waited for two SUVs to roll past, then crossed the street onto Ian's block. The Barkers' red brick house stood in the middle of a block, shaded by two leafy maple trees. Molly's silver scooter lay on its side near the driveway, gleaming under the morning sun. Boys, you can wave bye-bye, Slappy said. Huh? What do you mean? Vinny demanded. Bye-bye! Slappy gave Vinny another hard kick in the pit of his stomach. Vinny gasped as pain shot through his body. As he tried to catch his breath, Slappy slid off his shoulder. His heavy leather shoes hit the ground with a thud, and the dummy took off, running loose-legged but full speed across the corner yard. Bye-bye, dudes! Bye-bye! Now what's going to happen? Find out tomorrow after you answer those two questions with complete sentences. Start with a capital, end with a... Let's try that again. Start with a capital and end with a... period. All right. We'll see you tomorrow for chapters 29 and 30.